This is Dave Castagno from RadioScreamer and Screamer Magazine here at NAMM 2013 with my good, longtime friend Dave Ellefson. How are you, brother?
How you doing, man? How are you?
You know what? I saw you last year, ran into you probably the first time in 18 years.
Yeah.
And you haven't aged a day.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
We're holding up well. All that good, clean living, I guess, right?
Absolutely. Well, yeah,
Well.
sure. Dave, so who are you here representing this year?
This year, Harkey, which is our friends right here behind us. I used their bass amps for many years on a lot of the early Megadeth records and here on the last couple records as well, and touring. And tomorrow I'll be over with Jackson Guitars and SIT Strings and a company out of Scottsdale called Beams, which has got this interactive player with laser lights and stuff that you can create music using their device.
Is that a computer-based?
It is. It's computer-based. The software goes in, and they're actually it's like a device. You just wave your hand through when you break the laser light, it actually triggers the music that's in there. And I wrote some songs for them. I put some music together for them on a DVD, and have a little signature laser player thing that we have coming out this year.
Now I understand you guys are working on some new music, Megadeth.
Yeah.
What can we expect and when?
It's I don't know the exact release date. I mean, it'll be this year. I think I'm hoping summer-ish, something like that. But it's really coming along well. You know, we started. I guess kind of things started. The process maybe started in October. We got pretty serious about it in the studio by December. And then now here by the end of January, it's really starting to take shape, and I'm thrilled, man. It's really friggin' ripping and killer.
And you're actually recording then now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And you guys have any shows lined up anytime soon?
You know what? I'm hearing the buzz about things this summer coming up. So obviously the first thing in order is to get this record done, because then that'll set in motion the rest of the world tour for the year or so that comes after that.
And are you guys recording that in Arizona?
No, actually here in down by it's Vic's Garage, which is the Megadeth studio down in the San Diego area.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And anything we can expect from you solo-wise?
Not really. I've always got my hands in a few different things. People just ask me to participate in things. I got an autobiography book that I'm working on. That's it's kind of my story, my journey, on a kind of a personal level as well as professionally. And also, I don't know, I guess that's about it.
And you did a photo book, right?
I did. Last year I did it. Yeah, it was
right.
A book that I had a bunch of lyrics. I mean, a ton of them. And, in order to get lyrics out, you need to put a song with them. But a thought hit me. It's kind of inspired by a buddy of mine back in Arizona who wrote a poetry book that kind of had some photos and stuff with it. And I thought, man, that's a great idea to use with lyrics, So there was a woman out of Italy I utilized her photos that went with my lyrics, and we did this kind of a photo lyric book. That's up on blurb.com. It was a self-published thing, so it was cool. I like doing that. It's fun to, it's interesting, and the viewers should know this. This guy actually gave me my first journalist job writing for Screamer Magazine back in, I think, 1992 on the Countdown to Extinction record.
Yeah.
And from there, I got a job working for Bass Player Magazine as a journalist. And then when I wrote my book, Making Music Your Business, the people at the publishers from Bass Player Magazine actually published that, and of course now Blurb and then autobiography. So you gave me my literary. It's all about being connected.
But
and this
man
right here gave me my start.
And
thank you.
And you're multi-talented, because I've seen your little video vignettes,
Yes.
your backstage stuff.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right here in the pocket.
And your fans, they gotta love that. Going backstage, seeing sound checks, seeing you giving them the tour.
And it started when I first came back to Megadeth in 2010. We were doing the Rust in Peace tour, and obviously I was thrilled to be back. The fans were excited. One of our first, we did a U.S. tour, and then we went right to South America. And I love South America. One of them, just wonderful down there, and especially to be
passionate
there.
people, aren't they?
It's just wonderful, And so I thought, this. If I were a fan, I would love to go on tour,
right.
with just. And so I thought, this is kind of the closest way to do it. And our scene with thrash metal was very much tape trading, fanzines. I mean, the fans were so close to the band, and we just were so close to our fans. I thought, we need to get that back,
right?
Because that's the origin of our scene,
And technology today.
Yeah, and as granted, we got popular and famous and all this stuff, but at the core of who we are as bands in the thrash scene, that's it. And the video, people complain about the internet. To me, the internet brings it back to how it was in the early 80s with the tape trading and the fanzines and all that. It brings it back to where we started, you know. So for me, having a little video camera, if I can kind of share my life and share our lives, and just to let our fans know that their investment in us has turned out well, you know what I mean? So it's kind of my way to give something back to them.
And I'm sure they appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good. That's cool.
Brother, thank you so much for your time. I love you, kid.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks.